Hello, NWOBHM here today. It's the 28th of March 2023. As usual, quick opening request for a little favour, and that's if you would please subscribe to the channel. That'd be marvellous. Every subscriber helps and is appreciated, so please hit that button if you would. Right, okie dokie. Today got a bit of a special one that you probably haven't heard of before. I hadn't until I stumbled across it and took a chance on it, and it's quite remarkable, this one. The band is Legend, and their sole album entitled From the Fjords was issued originally back in 1979, and it's a couple of years back had a 40th anniversary reissue through Sonic Age Records, well, Cult Metal Classics, which is part of Sonic Age Records, right? And it really is something quite special indeed, in my opinion. Legend, so from the USA, they weren't around long, late 70s, and this is their sole album, and I tell you, it's jaw-droppingly good. It really is. They were what was popularly called a power trio. Considerable individual and combined talent in this band, really is. The guitarist and lead vocalist Kevin Nugent, wow. Fred Melillo, hope I've said that right, on bass, and again, wow. And Ray Frigon on drums, man, what a drummer. This really is something quite remarkable. I mean, Nugent's guitar playing is quite sublime, effortless, rangy, fluid, heavy, and all the rest of it. He throws out all sorts of varied riffs, remarkably mazy solos with ease. Melillo's bass throbs away, complex, fast, precise bass line, which at times almost sound like a second lead guitar. And Ray Frigon's drumming, it's off the charts good, and then some. Technical, complex, fast, bit jazzy. His style reminds me of, say, a John Heisman, or even the late, very great Neil Peart. And indeed, if Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson decided one day that they'd like to reinvent Rush for a bit, they could do much worse than get Ray Frigon in on drums. I mean, the man's playing is, well, just, I can't think of a superlative good enough, really. And as I've said, cult rock classics, cult metal classics, which is a division of good old Sonic Age Records, who've come up with lots of good stuff like this, have put together this 40th anniversary reissue, and they've done a cracking job with it, as they always do. Remastered album in all its glory. 5 bonus tracks of demos from 1978. Three of which made the album and 2 didn't, but they're both excellent. Add to that, we've got the lyric booklet, another booklet with an interview with designer Ianis, who's did the original artwork, and of course has had a long track record of working with rock bands such as Uriah Heep, just to name one. And then there's a really nice chunky thick booklet with a phenomenally comprehensive in-depth interview with Ray Frigon as well. The music itself is quite something. Overall it's heavy, yes, though it brings in, I can hear bits of new wave, a bit heavy metal in there, prog, jazz, some jazz fusion influence going on as well from time to time, and always something of a bit of a mystical feel to it. For quick comparison purposes, you might say it's a combination of, say, Black Sabbath, mid-70s Russian Uriah Heep, and some Colosseum II as well. Something that little bit different, but man, it's so good. The Destroyer starts it off, crunching riff, bit doomy, soaring solo, complex bass line, backing it all up, and Frigon drumming up a monster storm. Then we've got what we got after that. Wizard's Vengeance. Again, that mystical feel. Another remarkable solo from Nugent, all fast and skillful. Nugent's guitar shines again in the somewhat mazy The Golden Bell, which is a sort of a longish, heavy, progressive, atmospheric soloing that goes on. The huge bass line, and again, Frigon's drumming is just remarkably outstanding in how technical it is and how effortlessly he delivers it. More evidence of that on the Confrontation, big fast-paced instrumental. RARZ, I'm not quite sure what that stands for, rock and roll something or other, I think. Comes in as a straight ahead heavy rocker. And then against all odds, we're back into that heavy, mystical, proggy, slightly jazzy stuff. The Iron Horse, this is Ray Frigg on Showcase. It's basically a drum solo bookended by some punchy riffing. And what a drum solo it is. It comes in at about 3 minutes, so it doesn't outstay its welcome. Instead, it allows Ray to show his range. We've got fast frills and technical, and it gradually builds up the pace. And check out the speed too, without losing any of the control. I mean, the snare drum sounds like a steam train, which I guess is why the track is called the Iron Horse, right? Because that's what steam trains used to be called, isn't it, in the old days, Iron Horses. The title track rounds it off in quite a stupendous 8-minute epic of heavy, proggy stuff. So well performed, technical, but Legend just pull it off with ease. I can't big this album up enough, I really can't. Legend had something very special with From the Fjords. And alas, you know, this is all there was from them. And even more unfortunately, excuse me, even more unfortunately, Kevin Nugent died just a few short years after the album was issued. But I'd say don't hang around. Get yourself over to Sonic Age Records. I'll put a link in the description, or indeed wherever else you can find it, and treat yourself to it. You know, it's a fine album, and the whole package, particularly with that monster interview with Ray Frigg on it, it's something that's unmissable. So don't hang about. Do it. Thank me later. It really is that good. So we'll leave it there because I can't really gush much more without overdoing it. So that's it. Sonic Age Records, link below. Go there and have a look. Please subscribe to the channel before you go. That'd be great. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.